If you're a videographer or a content creator and you're struggling with how to make creative looking content, this is the video for you. Before we start, yes, I'm holding my mic. I kind of broke the bottom of my mic, so I can't really stand it up out on anything. So I'm gonna be holding it. So I'm sorry if the audio is a little bit off in this video. Just bear with me for now. A lot of beginners either randomly film everything or they tend to overcomplicate their videos. But filming creative content comes down to your basic and intentional fundamentals. You really don't need to be going crazy out of the box and filming 100 different angles and shots for every scene. I'm gonna give you the only 10 shots that you're ever really gonna need to make creative content. Now, obviously, you're not limited to just these 10 shots, but these are the core building blocks to almost every creative video you watch. If you master these shots, you can effectively film anything from YouTube content, client work, sports videos, spec ads, whatever you want. These are the 10 shots that you will 100% need. Wow, that was a bad voice crack. Number 1, you have your wide shot. The wide shot sets your scene and establishes your world. It gives your viewer context. Where are you? What's going on? And what is the scale of the moment? What is happening? If you don't give your viewer any context, your videos are gonna feel very confusing. This is gonna be your anchor shot. For most scenes, you wanna start wide, set your scene, and then you wanna cut in closer. Number 2 is the medium shot. Now, the medium shot is probably gonna be your most used shot. A lot of the videos you see on the internet are 90% medium shots. Talking head shots, interviews, tutorials, those type of stuff, it's all gonna be medium shots. Mediums feel the most natural and conversational, perfect for social media. This shot right now is a medium. Number 3, the close-up shot. In my opinion, the close-up shot works best when they highlight details that carry meaning. In social media content, it could be a small action that carries meaning and helps convey the story. If you're filming an athlete, that could be tying their laces or putting their shoes on, or basketball players' expressions during a timeout huddle. You want to use your close-ups to highlight details and emotions that help tell your story. Number 4 is the over-the-shoulder shot. This shot's gonna help you communicate what the character is interacting with. Instead of focusing entirely on the person, the attention shifts from them to the object or action in front of them. You're still aware of the person in the scene, but the focus becomes what they're doing instead. For example, if someone is editing on their laptop and you shoot over the shoulder showing their screen or their timeline, that is the perfect example. Your over the shoulder or OTS shot is gonna give your viewer context for what your action looks like. Now, we're not just seeing the person exist in the frame, we're looking at what they're doing and what they're interacting with, which helps push the story forward. All right, we're halfway through. If you guys are enjoying so far, if this is informative for you, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more videos helping you make better content. All right, I appreciate it. Back to the shots. Number 5 is the POV shot. POV stands for point of view, which just means that the viewer is literally seeing what you're seeing. If that makes sense. They're seeing through the character's eyes. Instead of just watching you do something, the viewer is experiencing it with you just the same way you do through your own eyes. This style of filming is actually blown up recently because of the new meta glasses. Those videos perform really well online because they feel really immersive. You're not just watching someone take photos, it feels like you're there and you're the one taking the photos yourself. And that is the power of the POV shot. It bridges the gap between the viewer and the subject, which is why it works so well for social media. It makes your audience feel like they're in the moment themselves. All right, next up we have the tracking shot. Tracking simply means that the camera is tracking the subject. The camera moves with and follows the subject, whatever they're doing. This is gonna add energy and momentum to your video. For example, if you're filming someone running, you can run behind them or drive next to them and follow them, tracking them. I think this kind of shot works really well for sports and fitness content especially. It emphasizes the actions in the video and keeps the viewer connected to what's going on. And I think it adds an extra layer to your video, making it just that much more cinematic and creative. Number 7 is movement in frame. I think this is something that a lot of beginner videographers or content creators tend to overlook. Not every shot needs camera movement. Sometimes a static shot is the best shot. You could keep the camera static and walk into frame, or like I'm doing right now, walk around your frame as you're talking to the still camera. This makes your cinematic, aesthetic, still frame come to life. A lot of the times this is better than having a bunch of camera movement in your shots, because camera movement can become a little bit overwhelming. So sometimes the viewer needs to sit still and watch you move so that they can have a little bit of a breather. Sometimes simplicity is the way to go, just like my middle school teacher's mom said. Keep it simple, stupid. Number 8 is the push in and pull out. I think that this has to be one of my favorite shots. This is where the camera is going to slowly move towards the subject or slowly move away from the subject. A push in is gonna build tension and make the moment feel heavy, and a pull out just does the opposite. It creates some space and gives your viewers a moment to breathe, which again, this is the second time I'm talking about letting your viewers breathe a little bit. Very important. Subtle movements in your shot like that can have a huge impact on how it feels. Next up, number 9, a high or low angle. This one is all about changing perspective. Most beginners will shoot everything at eye level, and that can get boring sometimes. I know I'm shooting this at eye level, don't get at me. I have B-roll, all right? There's B-roll in the video that's keeping you entertained, so shut up. If you shoot up from a low angle, the subject is gonna feel more powerful and dominant. And if you shoot down from a high angle, the subject is gonna feel smaller and more vulnerable. So small, subtle changes like that in your shots can change how a shot completely feels. And it's one of the easiest ways to add variety to your videos. And finally, we have number 10, the walk away shot. This is one of my favorite shots for closing a scene or ending a video. The idea is simple. The subject finishes what they're doing, like talking to the camera, and they walk out of frame. Again, it gives your viewer a second to breathe and process what they just watched. It's really simple, but I think it's a great sense of closure to your video. And to be honest, I just think it looks cool. I think it's a really cool way to end your video. And that's it. If you made it to the end, round of applause for yourself. That probably just ruined my audio, but it's okay. Those are the 10 shots that you absolutely need to know and use to make creative looking content. Now I'm going to preface this again. You are not limited to these 10 shots, but these are the core building blocks to making creative looking content. Anything beyond this comes down to your own creative direction and how you like to shoot your videos. Everybody has a certain style and you should follow it. If this video helped you out, drop a like and subscribe if you want more videos about storytelling, videography, and how to improve your content. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Walk away shot.